Hello, everypony, Artilisiana here. Link to my DeviantArt in the description below and also for my Patreon if you like to do that. Warning, this video will contain spoilers from a lot of films and animes and series that I have seen. Don't watch this. If you hear the name of anime or a series or a film that you think that you have seen, then click away. I would like to make a list over stuff that you can see besides My Little Pony while you wait. So if you don't like this, click away or stay. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. First of all, I will try to make this a spoiler-free list. So yeah, don't worry about it, but I will still try to make it spoiler-free. First of all, I would recommend Game of Thrones. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, there's wolves, there's dragons, there's a lot of porn, there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of everything in that series, so you can see it to your heart's content. The first, I think, 3 episodes is not that interesting, but when you get into it, it's just taking everything, and the newest episodes is just wonderful. I couldn't have asked for more, so yeah, go and watch that when you wait in between the episodes of My Little Pony. Also, something I would like to recommend is watching a lot of anime, and I will make a link down below to my anime world so you can actually see what I have seen. Right off the top of my head, I will recommend Death Note, Claymore, Berserk, what more, Howl's Moving Castle, and stuff like that. Yeah, just go and watch, a lot of anime. It's actually pretty good, and you can always find episodes or anime that was meant just for you. Also, Black Butler and Naruto and Pokemon. There's a lot of, nice stuff on the internet that we can see. And if you're not into, anime and stuff, there's also the real-time series like Game of Thrones and, stuff like that. And there's also Dexter, that is very bloody. So if you like stuff like that, just go and watch that. And Bones, Lie to Me. And then there's the series that I like to see, like Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, and Master Chef, and cooking programs in general. I also like Iron Chef, and I like to see a lot of it also on YouTube, where I do watch the newer episodes of Iron Chef sometimes, even though I think that the old episode was better. But yeah. Um, Now I will recommend only Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that if you like Gordon Ramsay or you like a lot of swearing and yelling and stuff like that. But I must admit, I just watch it to sit and almost scream with him. It makes a good release for you if you have a lot of anger that you just need to get out there. So that's actually where I go and what I watch when I try to get out some steam. And what more will I recommend? Wolf's Rain and Wolf's Children, and yeah, what more? Afro Samurai is also good. Don't know if I have seen it. Claymore, if I haven't, then that also. What more? Oh yeah, Grave of the Fireflies, even though it's so sad. So if you don't like sad stuff, then don't watch it. And yeah, there's a lot of series that is worth watching. Beyblade, Digimon, and Duel Monsters. If you're to, children anime, or how to say that. If you like Pokemon, I guess you can definitely go and watch that. Hmm, something else also. Maybe Death Note. That is a whole other series or anime in for itself. I think it's very unique with the style and stuff like that. Or else there's Dante's Inferno if you really want to see different kind of art styles that is into anime. That is actually pretty amazing to see all of these different kinds of styles, even though that is also a very violent and bloody anime. What more? Yeah, right off the top of my head, of course, I'm blank. Isn't it always like that? But there's will always be great movies and stuff that you can go back and watch if you want to do that. I've been also seeing Saber Riders, old Saber Riders from the 80s on YouTube, SWAT Cats, Ring Raiders, Mask, and yeah, I know it's a little bit weird, but I just been watching a lot of that. Also, Transformers. I recently just saw kids react to Transformers, and I will say that the old episodes is actually okay, but they're still a little bit, clunky. But that was just the animation at that time, and I do believe that we had very good, cartoons at that point. Also grown up with Cartoon Network, so something like Cow and Chicken and Two Stupid Dogs and stuff like that is actually something I grown up with and did like at that point. I still sometimes try to find episodes with that. Now we girls, or how to say that, at that generation didn't would was not allowed to see a lot of violence and stuff like that, but it helped with that I had a brother, and he could see stuff like Saber Riders and Mask and stuff like that, and we could agree upon watching episodes like that. Also, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I would also recommend that. All of the series are actually pretty good. Even the new Fast Forward, or what it's called, is actually pretty great. The movie is like okay. I was not disappointed like everybody else was. I do actually enjoyed the movie a lot. So yeah, I do believe that we have to turn down, our expectations and just try to go into stuff with a child's mindset, or how to say that. Remember the time when you saw stuff like this for the first time. That is actually how you go into a movie, or you see an anime or something new for the first time. If you have that mindset, you will probably not be disappointed, and if you do, it have to be very very bad or something like that before you would say that it's not something for you. At least you can give the episodes, the first 3 episodes, a try, and if you don't like it, then just find something else. You don't have to like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. It is a good series and stuff like that, but I would not force you to watch it. And as I'm trying to tell you with this long list of series and movies and stuff that I like besides My Little Pony, that there is, choices out there. You can just go to YouTube, you can just rent a movie, you can just buy a movie if you have the money for it, and even though you don't have the money for it, you can go places on the internet where it's almost too much for us, and sometimes we should actually be very thankful for all of this, stuff that we have, because imagine before we had a computer, we didn't have all of these series and we didn't have all of this technology and stuff like that. I do really think that I'm very privileged to be one of the generation that was actually grown up in the 80s. So I actually had all of the good stuff. I was like getting internet, I was getting phones, I was getting, everything, television and YouTube and stuff like that. And I will say that sometimes we are setting our expectations too high. But I hope that you will try some of the stuff from this list, a long list that I made. And yeah, do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. And I'm sorry if this was very long and stuff like that. I know it was not scripted, so yeah, that's actually all. Okay, yeah, bye.